episode 38. It's your boy Jew. What's up, Ed?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. We're here with the TEP. Remember, do all the things. I'm just here to say, I'm going to start it off like this. Because the last week, when I updated the listeners, our listeners, you guys, I know I had a very downtrodden week. I'm here to say that it was a significant improvement this week, for sure.
That's good.
I turned it around, man. You know what I just realized? And this was the big takeaway from last week. I know I said, I thought it was feel what you need to feel in the week. Mm-hmm. But post week or post feeling, it was more so, even in moments where you do all the things you can do, you do them all right and things don't turn out, you can't be mad at what, just like I hate to be this person, but what the universe give you. Mm-hmm. Cause that's really what that was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, I don't know. It wasn't just like I could control what everybody else was doing and I could do anything to stop that motor from blowing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was thinking back on it and it really helped me turn my week around. What did I do this week? What I did this week? Oh, I went to a concert.
Yeah.
I went to a concert. I went to the Isaiah Rashad concert. Mm-hmm. I think the music still playing. I went to the Isaiah Rashad concert. I'm a big, I would say that I'm a pretty big Isaiah Rashad fan. Mm-hmm. Cause I got Sylvia Demo like when it dropped, like before it became a cult classic.
Yeah.
I was listening to it like when it dropped, just on some, remember like on like, cause I think that's dropped when I would still go on like live mixtapes and just scroll. Remember you could just scroll, it'd be like the hot mixtapes and it'd be like the mixtapes that reigned supreme at the time. So you would see like How Fly and Cushion Orange Juice and Sorry for the Wait and No Ceilings. But after you get past that, it kind of be like what just came out in order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just scrolled. I remember I saw the Sylvia demo. That's when I first listened to it. Mm-hmm. Like in 2013 or something like that. But the concert was good. We were with some friends. We was able just to like.
Yeah, a good performer.
You know what he is? He do a lot of talking though. Which is
in between songs.
Yeah, which can be good. That's good for me because I like to hear context to the songs, and he'd be like, "Man, this came when blah 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 blah," and then how y'all doing out there? Look at this person. That's a cool shirt. Mm-hmm. He was out there with Cal Banks. He went to UNT. Mm-hmm. I kind of remember Cal. He was there like. Had to be his last 2 years, my first 2 years of college. If he even, I think he did finish. But it was cool to see him. And, he from Dallas, so they brought Cal Mama out and they sung a happy birthday. Mm-hmm. They do a birthday cake in the crowd. I thought that was just crazy. I'm glad I wasn't down there.
Yeah.
And I usually like being in the mix of concerts because I just like being I don't know, I just feel like when you in there, you in there. Mm-hmm. You ain't really gonna go nowhere. You're gonna be there the whole time.
Yep.
But thankfully, the people I was with, shout out to my core, he was like, "Man, let's just stay on the outside." Yeah. And that was for the best because I was able to go back to the bar and re up on the drink and stuff like that.
Saying COVID still.
Yeah, and COVID. Yeah, and COVID still COVIDing. Yeah. COVIDing. But the concert was good though. Mm-hmm. It was good. It wasn't who I thought I was gonna go see because I thought I was going to go to the Conway concert, but they canceled. Yeah. And ironically, it was supposed to be at Southside too, so I don't know if like Isaiah and them just like bought them out or they just said, we ain't gonna try to, combat that, compete with that. So, but it was good, and that was a Wednesday. That was just a midday thing, and I think that was good that was in the middle of the week. Yeah, it wasn't like a weekend thing, and it wasn't like early week thing. It was just right smack dab in the middle. Yeah. Excuse me, and I think it was enough to like pick me back up. You know what I mean? And I felt good about it. Yeah. So it wasn't exactly a replacement for my birthday thing, but it was just something. I was able to get active and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. So that's kind of what my week was, and work still work.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feeling more of the. I did some good work though. I kind of did. I stepped up and helped out a lot of different branches this week. So they gave me a little shout out on the little team call, which was good because I don't know. In my line of work, and what I do, it's not too many congratulations that are given to me. Mm-hmm. Not to say that I'm looking for them.
But you like positive reinforcements?
I think I like feedback. I like feedback in general. Like, tell me when I'm messing up, but also tell me when I'm doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even when somebody, man, hey, Jew, you messed that up. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, at least I know. You know what I'm saying? But good week, though. Good week. How was your week, bro?
Man, my week was different than my weeks normally are, man. It was.
Okay.
I think I had some type of engagement every day starting Tuesday that I did after work, and I'm tired. That's not my usual thing. And on top of that, that might have been okay, but the basketball season started Tuesday. So
yeah.
I had games I wanted to watch every night. I didn't want to do anything, but I don't know. Stuff kind of just worked out where I had just scheduled stuff because the previous week my grandmother had passed, so I really didn't do much. So
right.
I felt like I was just, I kind of just had some stuff scheduled because I don't know. But anywho, yeah, I went out. I had some type of engagement where I had to go out pretty much every day, and then for the first time in my life, because I've been to concerts by myself and it's not really a big thing, but this was the first time Thursday I just decided the last minute to go to, like, spontaneously. Like, I wasn't going with a group of people that was already going or anything. I just seen that
you just looked
St. John was going to be in town, and I was like, well, what am I doing? I was like, well, they still have tickets available. It's not like you're paying resale prices. It was like $40, and like, let me be spontaneous and just go to a concert on a Thursday. In my defense, though, I didn't work Friday because I probably wouldn't win if I had to work Friday. But still, though, it was spontaneous. It was cool. Nice little time. Like I said, I literally decided this at work, so it wasn't like at work that Thursday I decided. So it wasn't like I had it planned or had much to think about. So I kind of just went and. You
didn't even change?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I can't. I went home and did that. I was late. Well, the doors opened at 7, but the concert started at 8.
Okay.
But that don't never be the real time. Yeah. So the guy came on at like 8:30. Not his opening act, and
okay.
Yeah, and I was there by the time the opening act started. But I was in the merch line because I didn't want to see that anyway. But no, it was.
I didn't get no merch.
It was a different week for me. That's not my usual structured week. I don't know. I try to just throw just something different in there. I couldn't live like that though. Like,
that couldn't be your regular.
No, I couldn't live.
That couldn't
like
be your
that.
weekend.
I couldn't get what I needed. Man, I worked out only once this week.
Oh,
yeah. So it's not.
It's
not my type of life I would like to live at this point. Like I say, maybe once or twice during the week, but just every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like just every day. No, that's a little too much for me personally. But I mean, like I say, it wasn't. I don't know. It was different. You gotta shake it up sometimes.
Right.
But it is interesting though. Just when you just out and about, seeing like the different type of people that be out and about
during the week,
earlier in the week. It's a different crowd you will see on the Wednesday night.
Yeah. You're right. That's right. Even like at my concert, just the diversity in the crowd. I think I was telling you a little earlier. It's just like everybody and everything was in there. Like it wasn't like more dude, more women, black, white. Everybody was in there.
It's always interesting to see the demographics at concerts.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one that always threw me off when it was the 21 Savage and Young Thug concert. And it was just like 80% Caucasian teenagers in there. And I was like, huh, okay.
Me and my Corey was laughing about that at the concert because we saw like a couple of different like white people there, and I was like, dang, my Corey, and like it had like on the left of us was like an Asian dude with a Ezekiel Elliott jersey, and I was just like, that is lovely right there. And then my Corey was like, you know that song you probably skip on the all the time, and I was like, yeah, he's like, that's probably his favorite song, and I'm like, yeah, that probably is, you know what I'm saying? Because he tells a story that I probably relate to on like a Heavenly Father, or but this Asian dude might really connect with like Brad Jordan, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You know,
that's what every time I hear a song that I just think is okay, or maybe not even okay, that I may not be that fond of, I'd be like, that's somebody's favorite song.
That's somebody's favorite song, bro.
Like somebody's favorite song is "The Ride" by Drake.
I don't think that's that bad of a song to like. I don't like that. I don't dislike that song as much as you do. So,
or maybe how about this? Somebody's favorite song of Drake's is "Thank Me Now."
Yeah.
Like that's somebody's favorite Drake song.
What's the Nicki Minaj song? Oh, Thank Me Later. The one that one that Buddha liked a lot. But
no, that's something that's different. That's Up All Night.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying Buddha used to really like.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
Yeah, that's his favorite song. That's what I'm saying.
But you wouldn't be. It's a cool song, but you know, I think there's just perspective though in life, and
also, you know what I like about concerts is just like everybody's there for the same purpose. Like I don't know why there's some kind of comfort in that. It's like, bro, I don't know this dude next to me, but he's here for the exact same. It ain't too many arenas like that in life no more. Cause
really not.
Because people be like schemed out. Like in a concert, bro, it's like, I'm here to see Isaiah. This dude is here. Everybody in that St. John was like there to see St. John. It was no.
That's true.
It was no question. Like there's not really like. Even if people at the football game, some people there to see the cheerleaders, some people there to see their son,
or some people there to see one team and one people there to see the other team.
Some people just there just because they betted on the game. You know what I'm saying? I bet on the game. I'm coming.
Some people there just because they got invited.
Yeah,
just going to go.
Yeah, and then there's like grown people that just like Texas high school football. Like they just go to. They don't go to the school. They don't got no kids that go to the school. They just go.
Just the environment.
But I was just saying, like, that was one thing that I probably go to well, I mean, nobody's really been to concerts in recent years, but even before then, I was probably going to about like maybe one concert a year because I wasn't just out there like that, and I wasn't really making money like that either. But I've been to a lot in the past couple of years, like last 3 years. And I don't know, I just like that about them is that like everybody there for the same thing. It's
that is a nice feeling. I never thought about that. That is.
Well, because like think about any other place like that. Like there's not really many places where like you can look across the room at a stranger and know that they're there for the same reason as you. Like it's not really like that no more. Yeah. Maybe an airport in a very anxiety-ridden place, but.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody traveling somewhere.
Yeah,
I was sitting over here trying to think about that because I was like, well, maybe work because everybody there to get paid.
Yeah, but shoot, you might be having a different reason. You a single man, right? You like look at work differently than the mother of 4 or the father of 6.
Yeah,
that's going through a divorce. It's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like things like that help give me perspective, and it's kind of like a humbling thing. Like, man, everybody had a hell of a week, maybe a hell of a day. Like the Asian dude next to me was not wilding, but he
was into it.
He was into it. I know because his area of being was all over the place. Like at one point, he was in front of me, he was to the side. He was jumping up and down. I mean, I jumped up and down on a couple of songs, but like he was really into it, right? And I couldn't do nothing but smile. I was just like, man, he just feeling it. He just letting it all out. You know what I'm saying?
I like when people go to like stuff like that and enjoy themselves, whatever that look like for you.
You're not worried about what people looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Just go.
Like, that took me a while. I go to concerts. I didn't know what to do with myself. Not just be like just looking.
Yeah. But like it's some like songs that like when the Heavenly Father came on.
Oh man,
like I could not do anything because I was like, bro, I know how much
that's the one.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
that's one of the ones for me. You know what I'm saying? But like I kind of went on a tangent about the concert, but it helped my week.
Mm-hmm.
It did. It helped me ground myself and the people I went with, of course, close friends, people I know that enjoy him as much. You know what I'm saying? Because I did have an extra ticket due to some stuff happening with I don't know what that was, with my significant other. So I was just like, man, let me just call somebody. I was just like, you go through the little, like, man, who will really enjoy this? And it was a good pick. So they did help my week. So
it was good.
Yeah. So, it was good.
I've been like I said, basketball started, so I've been behind on everything. But,
Go Suns.
Yeah. But I was thinking about like stuff I need to watch and how I used to, which just sent me down a rabbit hole of like how I used to, like the amount of TV I used to watch and like when it was at its peak. And then like, even just like, I just started thinking about like the type of stuff I like to watch. And it's based off my earlier childhood experiences with what I used to watch and stuff. Because me, when I was younger, man, I was a Disney guy.
All right.
Like, Nickelodeon had its pockets that I messed with. Because you remember on Sundays, Nickelodeon would be like, is that when it'd be Teen Nick and you get Ginger, Cousin Skeeter?
Yeah.
That's told by Ginger, Cousin Skeeter, Keenan and Kel,
all that and all that.
You get all that Sunday night.
It was like more of the mature kind of.
Yeah, I think it was called Teen Nick.
And Roscoe's Modern Life and stuff used to come on too.
Yeah, so you get all that, but I don't know. I started thinking about that, and then it just made me think about like, what are my favorite childhood movies, and how did they help mold me?
Well, go ahead. My bad.
No, because that's what I was just thinking.
Well, because I know for me, first of all, it's got to be said that when we were kids, we were like very impressionable, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I know I was an impressionable kid. Like when I saw things, I remembered them. That's what I mean, So my childhood movies, I kind of, there were ones that like really like supported what I thought the world was going to be. And then they had other ones that just like completely just blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? like Tarzan blew my mind.
Bro, as a kid, I thought Jane was his mama.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about as a kid.
As a kid, though.
I don't know why. I guess because the little snippet they showed her, it looked like Jane. So for some reason, I just thought that was Jane.
Like when I think about my life and just
Tarzan kind of started off dark on the cool.
Well, Tarzan is it really is a dark movie. It's like imperialism. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it is. But Disney.
That went a little Vine surfing in a few songs.
And then it's all good after that. Some talking animals, you know what I'm saying? But Tarzan was a good one for me because not only did I like the movie, the soundtrack is still flawless today. Anybody tell you they don't like that Tarzan soundtrack, I wouldn't be their friend.
Can't say that I've heard that in the last 10 years.
You heard that? What? That Phil Collins? I mean, Sting did it.
I have to go look that one up after the podcast.
Bro, what that Tarzan soundtrack pretty legit, bro.
You had it on VHS?
Oh, I had it on VHS. DVDs weren't even there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I had it on tape, and I saw it in the movies. I might saw Tarzan twice, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's when like a Disney movie, like a new Disney movie used to be like a moment, bro.
Yeah.
Remember how big Disney movies used to be? Like, I mean, I know they had like Moana and Frozen and stuff, which was like off the charts. And maybe I don't realize it because I don't have a kid and wasn't a kid when that joke. But I remember when like the hype around like Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
Yeah.
A childhood movie that just blew my mind. Lilo and Stitch. Because it's just like how they made the different experiments, and I just thought it was good. I thought Stitch was cool. I just liked that they used like some different people and stuff like that. But
see, I never was into Lilo and Stitch like that. It had a show too.
The show was good too.
Yeah, I never got into Lilo
and the
and
game
Stitch.
on DisneyChannel.com was good. But go ahead.
I do remember playing the game.
My bad, man. What's some of yours, bro?
Man, I remember, I think I honestly only had 3 movies on VHS. And I watched those, man, countless. One was The Little Giants.
Okay.
And that was a great movie.
Okay.
Centered around sports.
Of course.
That made me also kind of be interested in football. But
I ain't seen The Little Giants in so long.
man, I watched that movie so many times, and
Dang.
it just was empowering. It's like, the people that get looked over, they finally get a chance and having that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It was very. What did that do for you though? It's like, man, I guess it did. What it did it like?
Anybody can have their day.
There you go.
To summarize it, but I love The Little Giants, man. That was a well crafted movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the last. I may have watched that my freshman year of college because but if I did, that was probably the last time I watched it, and that was in 2011. So it's been a while. I need to watch that again to see, because it's so different when you like watch something as a kid, then watch that same thing as an adult.
You get so many different things.
Yeah, like all the sexual innuendos and stuff
that you just glossed
didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because that movie was wild, bro. She came out there and played in a cheerleader, Icebox. Because, she had renounced the football team and said she wanted to be a cheerleader. So the football quarterback boy, I like her.
Dang, I forgot about that.
Then she just came out there and a bottom half cheerleader, top half football. And they ran the annexation of Puerto Rico. I don't know if that play is legal. Well, I guess because they hiked the ball but left the ball on the ground.
But I can't.
So I don't know if that rule that the ball is dead or not. I've just watched it. Like I said, I haven't seen this movie in 10 plus years, and I can tell you that the annexation of Puerto Rico play.
I forgot all about that stuff.
Oh, you got to watch that, man.
I ain't seen it in a minute.
I want to say that movie came down to a goal line stand too.
I don't remember the end of it, but
no, it actually did come down to a goal line stand. It actually did.
Jesus, what were the other ones you had?
I think Spike was a running back, and I don't know what he played on defense. He was just a head, honey. He might have been a linebacker or maybe a safety. He had to be like that one free, like how they used to use Palomalu though.
Oh, just like a roam. He just roaming.
Yeah, just let him do whatever he wants. He gonna make a play.
Did that one have songs? No, I don't think Little Giants had
nothing that was prominent.
I was about to say,
or they really put into it like that. It was nothing like the Disney, they movies where that's like a big component. You're gonna get a good song.
I'm trying to think of other childhood movies I like.
But yeah, I had that one on VHS because I remember how I even got that. Because you remember back in the day, Kroger used to have like a movie section where you could like rent games and movies. Whenever that went out of business, they just literally sold, which was kind of cool. They sold everything. Like they just had everything for sale. And I remember grabbing the Little Giants and the Little Rascals.
Probably right next to each other.
Which leads me to my next one, Little Rascals.
Hey, now Little Rascals is now that one.
Yeah.
Now that one, that's one of the ones. That's one of the ones right there.
That boy Alfalfa, man.
That mug had a nice beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
And it showed teamwork. It addressed sexism.
Yeah, they were the He-Man woman.
Yeah, they were the He-Man woman. Well, you could not get away with that these days. Like that movie wouldn't even get approved in 2021.
Well, I mean, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
A group of kids in a club called the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
You could not.
Nah, you couldn't get that.
They didn't even know why they did. They just didn't like girls.
They just didn't like girls, bro.
Just the test.
And Alfalfa became the bad guy because he liked a girl.
That's all he did, bro.
All he did was
he just liked the girl.
He just had feelings, bro.
That's it. That boy Alfalfa was, man.
Yeah.
I know he was hell as a grown up with actual money if he was doing all that.
I was about to say because he's
Darla when he didn't have no money.
He was making it happen.
Bro, they was on a boat ride.
That picnic. Come on, man.
Oh, you talking about the one that was in the clubhouse that burnt the clubhouse down when he had sandwiches.
And it had like the 2 Cokes and the man. That one was nice.
That was candlelit.
It was candlelit.
I don't know if I've done a candlelit dinner.
That movie made me want to have a clubhouse so bad.
Yeah, that movie was really cool. It felt like if I just had to guess where something like that would be set, it would have to be like,
I'm gonna guess like Indiana.
I'm gonna say probably mention it on there. It got to be somewhere where it's space though, but they had like sidewalks on both sides of the road, so it wasn't nowhere down south.
It's the East Coast, like Virginia.
But yeah, somewhere where you can have
like
space.
Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, that type. Between that.
But yeah, that movie really did have everything.
It had engineering when they made all them cars. Like
yeah, but I said because they had their car that they would always use, but then the bully stole that one and they had to make another one.
And then they souped it up with the spikes that came out the side. What they did? I was like, man, I thought that was so cool.
That movie really did have everything. I don't know if that movie was as long as it seemed like, because that seemed like a lot of, because like you said, they touched on so many things.
That's what I'm saying. It had a clear beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, because they all fell out at one point. And
they wasn't messing with each other.
Had to get the game back together.
That the dog, what was his name?
Not Spike. No.
Spot.
Yeah.
Spot. I think his name was.
Because that was was that Alfalfa's dog?
The white. He was like white and something.
Yeah, he was white. He was like not a pit bull,
he
but like a
pit bull. Yeah, he was
bull terrier, like an American.
Yeah, he was something like that.
American bulldog or something. But yeah, that mug was it had everything.
It had a diverse cast.
They did, man.
They
had a little bit of.
They had a reunion picture. I think they got a reunion picture not too long ago. The Little Rascals.
Pokey was his name.
Pokey. That's what it was. I said Spot.
And then I love Hey, what do you think of this? Then at the end, he was that's when Porky was asking, did they sell out by letting girls in, and that they just lose their values?
I'm telling you, they was talking about everything.
And then he was like, actually, and then he was like, no, and they was all shocked. And he was like, well, actually, I have a rather extensive vocabulary and something. And simply chose to not use it or something. And he was just like, okay.
And then that was it.
Because I forgot about, at one point, it was a sleepover. All the boys was together. All the girls was together. It was raining.
Yep.
And they was just talking about their disgust of each other.
Was that a intrinsic look at
then I forgot
gender
about
bias?
Maybe, man.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah,
I gotta go back and watch that.
He had a lot of layers to it.
It did.
I remember at one point they tried to rebuild their clubhouse and they tried to go get a loan and they was trying to. They dressed up and look like a grown man.
And they stacked them up and yeah.
I forgot it was a Carnival Part 2.
That was my last.
Because they finessed because. They was trying to. They had some type of weird booth going, but nobody was into that. But then, you remember it was the two youngins,
the twins.
No. They wasn't twins. It was one black boy, and one little Caucasian boy.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
And they just went and posted up outside of like some event, and they had a jar there. And people started putting money in a jar, like you had to pay to get in. And then there was that teacher that they all liked that was attractive, Miss something.
I don't remember the names, but I definitely know who you're talking about. I remember the movie like that.
But yeah, that movie, Miss Roberts.
Miss Roberts.
It was a lot going on.
I'm telling you, it was a lot going on in that movie, bro.
Because Mary-Kate and Ashley was in that movie too.
They sure was.
I gotta rewatch that one.
I do too, and apparently I got to rewatch Little Giants too because I ain't seen that in so long.
Yeah, man, you gotta see that last defensive stand.
I mean I remember watching it. I just can't remember. I can't remember the show. I don't know. I watched a lot of. I on the other hand had a lot of VHSs around the house, so I watched a lot of different things as a child.
See, I didn't have I was heavy on Disney Channel original movies, but it was literally I had those two that I can remember, and I had Space Jam. But for some reason, Space Jam was I like Space Jam, but them other two movies was
Space Jam
was a little lighter, and I enjoyed those a little bit more.
Space Jam was on TV a week ago, and I forgot where I was, but I was just watching it while I was waiting on something. Oh, I was watching it at this sandwich shop. They had it on. And I'm looking at it, and I was just like, man, the first Space Jam was a good movie. It wasn't just because I saw Space Jam too. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just throw a bunch of all-stars in there and they're going to play against the Looney Tunes. No, they really told the story.
Yeah, I might say, they told the storyline.
Yeah, they really.
And tied it into Michael Jordan's actual life.
Career. Yeah. And it didn't feel like a ploy. And I don't know, because Space Jam 2 might have felt many things, and today feel like a cash grab. Mm-hmm. Space Jam 1 didn't feel like a cash grab. It felt like we're trying to give Michael Jordan.
Yeah, we got a really cool concept.
Yeah, I think then again, it was the first one, so it was probably a lot more.
I might say it's always hard to follow up a classic.
I watched Titanic a lot not a lot, but we had Titanic at the crib when I was a kid. That was 4 tapes though.
To get through one movie?
Mm-hmm.
How long is Titanic?
You have to Google that. I know it's long though. Hey, Pokemon 2000 though. You seen Pokemon 2000?
I'm pretty sure. Is that the one with Mewtwo and
Mew? Yeah.
That was dark. That's when they was cloning the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, that creeped me out.
Man, that was a good movie.
Oh, it's 3 hours and 14 minutes.
Yeah.
The Titanic movie.
But yeah.
That creeped me out. I was easily creeped out. That creeped me out, man.
That
was
was
cloning the Pokemon.
I thought that was ingenuity.
That scared the younger me. It truly did.
Oh man, I enjoyed it. I thought it was so sad that the Pikachus had to fight each other. I thought when Ash got turned into stone and Pikachu was crying, I cried with Pikachu because we needed Ash to get us through this. Come on, man.
That was a lot.
And even before the actual movie, the little mini movie came on when they were talking about Cubone, when you found out how the origin of Cubone was.
I think I missed that one, and I was into Pokemon.
Damn.
But yeah, that movie was dark, but outside
it was not dark. You think it's dark.
Yeah, the young me thought it was dark.
There you go.
But outside of that, man, I was always into the little Disney Channel original movies.
Hey man, you know mine, $80 million cook-off.
I would like to go back and look at some of that stuff he cooked. He crusted didn't he fry chicken with where they had a cereal crust?
It had Fruit Loops on it.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I like to go back and look at those because he had something with a lot of sauce that was just look wow.
That little goop, the little purple.
Yeah, that it was. He had peanut butter. He put a lot of vibes in there.
When I love the scene. I love when he got that volcano of chili and it explode and the chili come out and the dudes on the volcano is the sausage paws. Mm-hmm. I thought that was just cool. I just thought that was cool that he made a volcano of chili. I was just that's just so cool. I don't know, man.
See that?
Okay, let me ask you this.
That one don't rank. It was cool. I liked that one.
See, let me tell you, I liked a lot of movies. A feel-good story is cool, Ed. But I gravitated to the movies that had ingenuity and creativity in them. Mm-hmm. That's why it was cool to me to see what Eddie came up with. Mm-hmm. It was cool in Halloween Town when they went to Halloween Town.
I liked Halloween.
You know what I'm saying? That was cool to me. You know,
Brink too, though.
Brink was Brink is a classic. Brink is a big classic.
They had some hardships. That man had to make a decision, try to make a little money or
extortion. Yeah. Look at the themes of these movies. He was battling extortion, He was trying to. They wanted him to sign his life away at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to betray his friend. And they trying to get him to betray his friend.
Yeah.
And all that dude did was throw some rocks on the ground.
Yeah.
That was like
dirty. Oh, he messed up the girl too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they threw the rocks on her. Oh yeah, the black chick. That was the black chick, right?
I can't tell you what her race was, but she was something.
She's the black chick. Gabby, I think.
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the one. And for some reason, like that one had Disney Channel in the chokehold for a while because they was playing that. Like, I promise, at one point he came on every Tuesday night. I just knew, okay, Tuesday is when Brink gonna come on.
I wasn't mad at it.
I loved Brink.
I about to say I wasn't mad at it.
Remember the 13th year?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When he was becoming a mermaid?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did. Remember 17 again?
Mm-hmm.
With T and Tamara?
Now, what was ahead of their time was Up and Away.
Yeah.
They deserved a sequel.
Yeah, they did. That was a great movie.
You know, I didn't like...
Come on. Come on.
They could have gave him powers at the end. But
yeah, they could have.
I guess it's the whole meaning. Will it's like
you don't need them if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the power is within.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I also liked...
That was a star-studded cast too.
But it really was. I liked when like the Disney Channel show would get their movie to see how, because it was the famous Jack Jackson, then it was the famous Jack Jackson movie, and then it was like I don't know, Hilary Duff, then the Hilary Duff movie. You know,
the Lizzie McGuire show.
Yeah, Lizzie McGuire. I say, yeah. They would all get their like movie.
Yeah.
And some of them hit, some of them did. Like the famous Jet Jackson was good, but that was like another clone type thing. I forgot the other ones.
You know, sad thing is I never got into famous Jet Jackson for some reason. That wasn't me, man. I honestly...
You really tripping on this podcast right now.
I honestly can't even remember what that one was about. Like,
the movie? Or just the show?
The show.
He was like...
I know his dad was a cop.
No, he was like he used to like save people and stuff. He was like a action dude. You remember? Y'all, man.
He was an actor on the show? Like,
I think he was an actor.
Or was it about him being some type of super... Because I know his dad. I remember his dad was like an actual cop, right?
He was like a hero.
The famous Jet Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Look, it says... Yeah, he's a secret agent on a successful TV series, Silverstone. He's an actor and he's an actual secret agent. It's all right though. If you wasn't there, you wasn't there.
I wasn't.
It's all right though, man.
But then we had the Smart House.
I like that.
That was cool.
I like that one too.
That was cool. I like. It always blew my mind and made me think about how like the food would just come up, whatever they said they wanted to eat.
I like that.
Come out the.
I like that they can throw it all on the ground and just clean it up.
Oh yeah.
I was like so jealous of that. Dang, Smart House was a good one too.
That one had like a deep meaning behind it too, because she was trying to be the mom at some point. And
it's like no matter how many times you try to replace what's in your life, other things that come up, basically. Yep. But they always had a good story.
But I guess I think Up in the Way was ahead of his time. They definitely should have had a sequel where he finally got powers. I kept waiting. That was really cool.
How about I say, you sound like you was a little invested in this one.
I was. And then, remember their weakness was foil.
Yeah, it was foil.
What was their weakness?
It was foil.
Because the older brother's super speed, the little sister could shoot lasers. Mm-hmm. And I guess the dad,
because they kept
flying.
Yeah, he could fly.
He had super strength. And
his mom.
I don't know what the mama did.
I forgot what the mama did.
I know she had a really fast motorcycle that she rode.
I just remember they kept waiting for him. Like, man, you can get your powers today. Blah blah blah. You can get your powers today.
Oh yeah, because it was something about whatever he was turning. Like if you didn't get him by then, you probably wasn't gonna get him.
Yeah, so like, man, you get your powers today. Blah,
but then
blah, blah.
it was a missing. It was when he, I guess the doors was off the hinge and they didn't know, and he lifted it and they thought he had super strength.
Yeah,
but Grandpa knew George Jefferson was
He was the
grandpa. He knew that the screws was.
You remember a lot of these shows, bro. I don't remember all these people.
I'm telling you, man, those movies just was ingrained in me. Then we had Johnny Tsunami.
I ain't really watched that one.
It was good. It got kind of weird when they had because I think they maybe had like 3 of them.
Yeah, they had 3 of them. They had a lot of different ones. Luck of the Irish.
Luck
of the Irish was a good one. That was a good one.
I used to like My Date with the President's Daughter.
That was a good one. That was. I
remember that song. My Date with the President's Daughter. Yeah. My Date with her.
I remember that song.
That was a cool little movie.
That was good. It was a cool concept. It was a cool concept for sure. For sure. Dang. But I don't know. What about? I want to ask, like, what about these shows just left that much of an impression? Were they that good?
Well, I think it was like,
did they give you teaching moments? You know,
teaching moments, and you didn't know much about life outside of yours. So it's like, I would almost think, I was like, okay, maybe people do live somewhat like, or at least, there's that there, and it's those things that people see on a day-to-day basis.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to get to, is like, how were they even able to sell that to our younger generation? And I think you said a very good thing about it. Like, back then, we didn't really know too much outside of your own little bubble.
Yeah,
it was hard to know what was going on in Wisconsin, and for me, in 2002, you know what I'm saying?
The internet wasn't quite what it was now either, so you can just Google.
Yeah, you can just Google, like,
and see everything.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it was probably easier to sell to us because, like, having such a, I mean, I had a good childhood, but even then, when you're a kid, you think it's monotonous and boring and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. In this routine, like school, practice, sleep, school, practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It used to be so refreshing to get a new idea or see a new idea and be like, man, what is that about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think for us growing up in the time that we did, we was able to look at that and just let our mind wander. You know what I'm saying? And I think whatever show did that for you, because there's some people like us that, like, you know, you said Little Giants, I said Lilo and Stitch. There's somebody that like that's so weird stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Goosebumps stuff. That that's what made their mind wander. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think the things that did that like the most to us are the things that we for sure remember. Because I don't really remember Little Giants like that, but I remember Little Rascals. You know, I remember like Aristocrats. You know what I'm saying? That's an old show, Aristocats. And Buddha gonna know what I'm talking about.
I remember that was my thing.
Because we and Buddha used to watch Aristocats. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, those things. And then, of course, it's just like music, whatever you got personal ties to. Like you said, you remember grabbing like those movies off the shelf. Like, you don't remember that.
Yeah. Shout out to Xenon, because that was a good series too.
I think all 3 were good.
Yeah, I might say
that one of the ones, like, all 3 were good.
Yeah.
And remember in one of the movies they had all the secret Z's and you had to catch all the Z's.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, you got to. They said it's like 26 in the whole movie. So I remember like watching it, trying to count. Like, okay, I got that one, I got that one, I got that one. That one was good too. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And my heart go boom, boom.
My supernova.
That was my stuff, man. Wasn't nothing like though when that premiere come out. You like, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's covered. Like, I'm about to go home. See, I probably did my homework at school, so I ain't got to do it at home. Mm-hmm. I'm about to just play the game till this movie come on.
Make sure you're there in time.
Yeah.
You start seeing them little opening credits that they always used to have, where somebody gonna draw the Disney logo.
And remember Mike Super Short show? Mm-hmm. They used to like interview like the people. That little kid used to interview like the people who was gonna be in the movie. Mm-hmm. Maybe like a day before or something, that'd come on. So you're like, okay, they already said this was gonna happen. Like
Mike Super Short show. Yep. Dang.
I forgot that
because
just
it was him and then
head.
that other little girl that ended up being a dancer for Missy Elliott.
That's who was. Yeah, she was on there too. Oh man.
Yep, it was them too.
But that movie was good though. And not even just a Disney movie. You know, Nickelodeon had some good ones too. Cartoon Network had a couple different ones. But you know, wasn't nothing like that Disney movie.
Yeah, I think Disney had the movies. I mean, everybody else had shows, cult classics, but as far as the movies. I might say, you know, Nickelodeon would give us a little Rugrats in Paris or Rugrats
which was
movie
good
or something.
Or the
I don't know if they ever gave Rocket Power a movie.
I think they did.
Maybe.
Amanda Bynes had a movie. And they had Big Fat Liar, which was like a Nickelodeon movie. Remember Big Fat Liar? Because remember they put that blue stuff in the pool, and the dude turned blue. But and when you talk about these things, I don't know. I'm big on nostalgia anyway. So even when you say like these different shows, I'm thinking about like where I lived when this show came out, what I was doing, and I don't know, man. It just reminds me of a simpler time.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's just
a simpler time. But you think it's gonna be kids today that's gonna say, "Man, I remember 2021. That was such a simpler time." It's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be like that. That's how time works.
Yeah, hindsight 2020.
Because that's what my little brother when he like referred back to like his senior year of high school, which is like 2018. He's out 2018. Those were simpler times. I said,
sure, I was struggling.
What? I was fighting for my life. That was an awful time, actually.
I hated that year.
I was just trying to keep it together. That might have been the worst year of my life.
Yeah.
If I can be objective. Come on. But nah, so, I mean, it's just going to always be like that.
But let me ask you this. What was the last, when did you know you was done with like Disney shows? Like,
I think that transition was like in middle school.
Is that what happened? You just started like taking sports more serious, or you just?
I think so.
That stuff just seemed like kiddie to you at that point.
Not kiddie. Yeah, I kind of just gradually went away. It started to change into like I think the last like stuff I think I like tapped in the High School Musical, and like I think that was probably it. I just kind of drifted away and started having interest in other stuff, and it used to be like I would just kind of go back and forth. Then it was just like I just kind of completely left it alone.
I will say this, but like around 7th grade,
because High School Musical came out in 2006.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's about right for me.
It's like 7th grade for me.
Yeah, because I was. Is it?
What day in 2006?
January 20th of 2006. Heck no, because so I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah, I was 6th grade.
But see, that's when it was like I was at the end. I really wasn't on Disney Channel. Like I went back for that, but
because I tell you like this. So I was watching it. I was watching like all the networks. I was watching Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney. I had my different shows on them, and I say about like in the 6th grade, 7th grade years when I just started like. Not looking at those movies the same, or like just animated stuff like that.
That's when like reality TV and Wild 'N Out started existing.
Yeah,
because Wild 'N Out used to be a big deal when we were in middle school.
Wild 'N Out, Wild 'N Out was. I used to watch a lot of music videos, like Rap City and 106 in Park.
Yeah,
it was more realistic stuff. I think like
I think what happened to I started to get into music, just music.
Yeah, I got into music a lot, like really heavy. Yeah. Music and sports really took like a big step forward in my life around that time.
Yeah.
Cause I remember like I remember like going through the channels. I'd be like, I go to ESPN, then let me go see what's on BET. But before I get on BET, because I'm probably gonna be there for the rest of the night. But let me go see what Disney got on. Then I turn to it, I'd be like, okay, that ain't.
Yeah, that used to be like the primary channel. Then it.
Remember like 78?
Yeah.
Channel 78.
Then it just eventually started like going to other stuff, and like Disney just started being a smaller component. I just completely stopped. Like once, what Wizards of Waverly Place or whatever, I was gone.
Yeah, I was gone by then. I did kind of go back, not like checking it, but I did check out Phineas and Ferb because I thought that was a cool concept. That show. And like in high school,
I think the only reason I may have even seen some of those is because of my little brother.
But that's what I'm saying. I saw because my little sister.
Yeah.
When that would be on, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, this is a cool little." I
found myself sitting through a few of those.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't mean I'm gonna watch it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I also would say this: I probably wouldn't. It wasn't as big because people can need to tell the truth about this. Anime wasn't popular like it is now back then.
No.
It was not. But it existed. And I kind of started watching, so anime kind of like took over that, like Dragon Ball Z and
I think
Yu Yu Hakusho and
the Dragon Ball Z. That was a universal one that everybody liked.
Yeah, what?
But then
you get into the other one
because like when Naruto came along, that's
that's too much.
I just never even got into it. Or Samurai Jack and
you didn't get to Samurai Jack.
Mm-mm.
Dang, you talking about? Hey, you ain't never seen Samurai Jack?
I mean, I've seen it. It just wasn't my
Well, it
thing.
wasn't your thing?
Nope.
Okay.
So
I'm learning a lot about you in this pod, bro. Yeah. All right. Well, no, that's really disheartening, man, because that's a classic.
Samurai Jack?
Hell yeah.
You think if I went back, I'd like it?
No, because you got the thought in your head, and you're not going to change your mind.
Okay. I was open-minded to it.
No, you're not.
I'd check it out. I don't. Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say, come on here, stop.
It's probably a lost cause.
At the time, though, like you said, Wild 'N Out was big. Mm-hmm. So I started like gravitating to that. Then once I was just like on like the real life stuff.
Yeah, I was just
5
seconds. I was like when Flavor of Love came.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that. So
and
that,
for the love of Ray J.
Yeah, that was way more entertaining for my little middle school self.
I had just watched the pod with Delicious the other day. Anyway.
But yeah, so this has been episode 38 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember to do all the things on all the things.